Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me today on our nature walk. Woohoo! All right, and now for the introduction. Sprinkle, 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 a sparkle, 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 a bunch of pizzazz, and all that jazz. Woo! Yes, I have decided to take you on a beautiful nature walk. It was downpouring not too long ago, and I would maybe have been intimidating to some, but for me, I'm like, no, I'm gonna go out in there, I'm gonna walk, and maybe by the time I am gonna get out of the car, it's going to stop, and hey, 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 I was right. Oh, let's just take a moment and breathe and enjoy. Do you hear the birds? I can't see them either, so if you're saying I hear them but I can't see them, well, nor can I. Anyway, might have been blocking the, so you wouldn't have been able to hear it anyways, but yes, so my professor, my science professor, she was saying that, that there's been studies done that shows that the human brain, how there's just like this chemical reaction that happens when you're in nature, and that you just feel like at peace. Like there's there's a word she used and I can't remember the word, but anyway, it's just where you just, wow, you just like feel more calm, more peaceful. And I personally have not read the research done on this, but I can speak from experience that every time I get out and do these nature walks, hikes, I feel it personally. Look at this, check this out. I love that. Now, I learned what that stuff is called growing on the tree. Algae, I don't think that's called algae, moss, right? But how it's done, how it grows there, and I already forgot. That was like what our first exam was on. Thank God that question wasn't on the exam. Did you know that algae is, when it decomposes, it actually turns into oil, and that's where we get our oil from. And that now, it's not that we humans are using so much of it, there's like not even possible for it to have time to decompose and turn itself into oil anymore. I know I'm not saying that as clearly as she would, so you may want to do a little bit of research on your own. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Pretty much everything in my science class I've been finding really fascinating. Look at that. You can hear like the raindrops, because it's still sprinkling a little bit here and there. And it's just so nice. Just so nice. I love it. Oh, and so, yeah. And just in case you're wondering, I'm going to tell you that my class, my weight training class, is going well. We're able to do a lot more weight. Well, you're probably saying, yeah, I would hope so. You've been in it for so long now. So I started out with just a 35-pound bar, that being heavy for me. Then going up to the 45-pound, and now I can do 10, an extra 10 on each side of the bar. That's doing the squats. And then I did 15 my last rep of 6 to 8, and then for a set of 3. And I did the last set of the 15 on the squats. So I think that's really good. And then bench pressing, I'm able to do the 45-pound bar with the 10 on the sides. Oh, yes, so I have greatly improved in that area, and I feel really good. So I think this has been really beneficial for my health to do this. And yes, let's see, can you see those little purple flowers? Now, my professor, because she actually took us on a little nature hike, and she said, this is her, she said they're named blue dicks. Yeah, so an interesting name, I think. There's some more of the blue dicks. Okay, enough. Okay, so look at the yellow flower. So cute. Alrighty, and then my literature class, it is going really well. And the focus is on Black American artists, their writings, their poetry, and I personally love it. That's not what I was expecting to walk into, and then she explained to us why it was changed to that, and so I think it's fantastic, and I'm learning so much by being there. She also teaches Native American literature, and so through her, I've learned that there is a class, forget what she called it, maybe that's the anthropology one she was mentioning. Anyhow, about ethnicity, you know what I'm trying to say. On Native American Indians, and then she said that, hey, Lydia, you may want to check that out, seeing how your grandma, because I did one of my papers, sharing one of my first papers I did, sharing about my grandma being Cherokee. Now, listen to this. I don't know if I've shared this with you viewers. Me calling a relative back where she's from, my grandma was originally from North Carolina, Carol, she was sharing with me that the tribe is actually called Lumbees. And I told her, well, then why did Grandma tell us that we were Cherokee? And she said, probably because at that time, Cherokee was the most known tribe. And it was just probably easier for her to just say, yes, I'm, Cherokee Indian. And that's what she, why she did that. And yeah, I guess I could see that. It just making sense. But then finding out they were actually called the Lumbee tribe, I just was like, there could be many reasons for that. I mean, my grandma did marry a white man. So not that she was in the culture anyways, but I think and even the first man that she married, how I got my last name, my real grandpa, he was a white man as well. So I think she just, I don't know, honestly, because my grandma didn't share much about her feelings or thoughts, or my mom says the same thing, that she didn't really know much about my grandma. All I know from my grandma is that I had a wonderful time with her growing up, and she loved me, and I didn't know really anything about the Native American in her. So anyway, I wasn't something I was planning on sharing, so I'm just talking. Oh goodness, this lets me know that I'm still at the beginning of the walk, because I call those the abstract 3 crosses, and that's at the beginning of the walk/hike. See, you'll see what I'm talking about, why I call them the abstract 3 crosses. See, doesn't it look like crosses? I mean, abstract wise, right? I think it's cool. And there's that little doodad right there. I have no idea what that is, guys. No idea. But it's been there forever and ever and ever. Oh, check out down there. There's the moss growing again. Sound like I said moss. It is moss. Okay, guys. My phone's low battery, and I would love to continue going along, chit-chatting. So thank you for joining me on this lovely, lovely time of walking in nature. And I hope just from you guys watching this that you guys are